It's that time of year again, fall, and here in western Massachusetts, the leaves are just beginning to turn. When you're out raking your yard, I'll bet you've never actually have seen pictures or images on those leaves. However, one very gifted Jesuit brother created exactly that, leaving a special legacy of his own version of art by leaves. Steve Kiltonick now has the story of what may be the only art form of its kind in existence anywhere.
Many of the world's great artists, Monet, Van Gogh, Picasso, Renoir, used the traditional brush, palette, and oils to create their masterpieces on a canvas. But Jesuit brother Adrian Lewis was a bit more practical. He created his own works of art with some very basic tools and a canvas borrowed from Mother Nature. Brother Adrian worked at Manhattan College, a Jesuit school in New York City. As a hobby, he would take leaves from trees like this, a maple. He would then etch a design into the leaf using a needle and a razor. He got the idea for this unique art form by watching insects. Denise Edinger of Southwick owns one of only 2 known collections of Brother Adrian's delicate etchings.
As children, you watch a caterpillar, eat away at a leaf, and they take little tiny bites. So he was able to translate those little tiny bites by using a needle and a razor. And he would cut away at the different layers of the leaf in order to get the tone that he wanted, to make the etchings that he wanted on the leaf. They're almost like a negative to look at.
Denise keeps the 50 or so etchings and binders. They were given to her by her mother, Elaine Bourbonnais, whose grandfather was a cousin of Lewis's. During summer breaks from the college where he worked as the placement director, Brother Adrian would visit Elaine's parents in Hamden.
He'd sit out under the trees, pick a leaf out of the tree, and he'd start. And he'd be out there talking to my grandfather, and while he was talking, he would start working on a picture on a leaf. He did them on maple leaves, oak leaves, lily of the valley leaves, rosebuds.
In the late 1940s, Elaine was only a child, but she vividly remembers Brother Lewis as a jokester with a terrific sense of humor.
My mother used to love to look forward to Brother Adrian coming because then the house would liven up.
After Elaine's mother passed away in 1993, she inherited the collection sort of by default, rescuing it from the trash.
My sister and my brother didn't seem to want them, so I took them because by that time I knew they were very special. And as I got older, I realized that I wanted my daughter, who is very special, to have them.
With no formal art training, Brother Lewis created the designs just from memory. According to this Boston Globe article from 1947, Brother Adrian's first etching was done in 1914 when he was 21. Each etching took from 2 to 6 hours to complete. Most of Lewis's favorite topics were religious in nature, but he also enjoyed nature and the ocean. This 3-masted ship on an inch-wide rose petal bears a strong resemblance to that ill-fated ship, the Titanic.
We have many leaves that have the Virgin Mary and Jesus portrayed on them. It's just sort of a devotion that he obviously had with the Virgin Mary and Jesus, but he also did scenes like the Nativity. He did a winter scene. He also did an incredible leaf of Abraham Lincoln, which is in excellent condition.
He also etched multiple images on one leaf. This one was popular with his students in the armed forces. Elaine's favorites are the crowning of thorns and a nativity scene.
The expressions on their faces that he puts into them, it's, I got goosebumps, but I don't know how to explain the feeling you get when you look at these. Because the emotions in the faces are unbelievable.
He was working at a very, almost a microscopic level. I don't know how. He must have a very good eyesight because in order to make these little tiny masterpieces is just incredible. And, there's no erasing. You make a mistake, you can't go back.
Many of the leaves in Denise's collection are still green and in remarkable shape, considering some could be over 70 years old.
When he was done, he would coat it with a very fine layer of like lacquer. He would just kind of lightly coat it, but it did not render the leaf brittle or stiff in any way. The leaves are still very, very flexible.
Brother Adrian, who never profited from his etchings, received the Bonus et Fidelis Medal for 25 years of devoted service to Manhattan College. The school still owns a smaller collection of 12 etchings. He died in 1966 after 55 years as a brother of the Christian schools. Denise has no idea if the etchings are of any value, since she has been unable to find Brother Adrian's art replicated anywhere.
Whenever I show people, the expression is always the same. They're totally amazed. And they are such a unique art form that I just feel very privileged to even have them. But because they are so beautiful, that it, it'd be like, hiding the Mona Lisa. It's like, what's the point? You want to have people see them because they are so incredible that they're inspiring.
Denise hopes that maybe a local college or art museum might be interested in displaying them so others could appreciate their beauty. For Real to Real, I'm Steve Kiltonic.
And if you would like more information on Brother Adrian's leaf art, you can call Denise Edinger at 569-9598.